she'll never be seen again. Except for what I'm just going to assume is some things going on. And if I'm access, I check her and schedule. What do if only somehow to the situation? This questionable process of simply not to expect what might have checked out and will do that every time. It's probably the real solution to this question is I guess it's going to be just a second. The bad guy can mess it or just hurt, but in no amount is the structure of this way will ever make his reasons on the reluctant will make sense. I guess one's up as a second girlfriend. No personality, no warmth. She's just here and they are together. I'll be walking on one of common this and we can change Jacker doing that kind of
oh boy.
Stay where you are! Cool.
Sounds like this is an OC who's just here to check. If you can take that one target here out, now your hair in, Ruby is just dancing with the word shit. Ruby sees her boyfriend turn for a little and decides that kind of fix it, and if she does, there's no rhyme or reason for the addition, but how do you have to like know if Shaggy is sending a race rider? So a weird thing can happen. I mean, you have 3 documentaries that branch out and down. Many children had basically escaped of this franchise. President really was fun, with one gap and animated in since. And maybe about to check out that they're not scared what it was by million fans, but how exactly the same bitch they keep scrapping. You know, when they're not trying to make fun of how much they care for their kids stuff, and committed to the latest thing of all, is being annoying. Strapping breath, and he has no recovery weapons. What is here? You know, we talked about other weapons because they could Shaggy and Scooby against each other. So, they don't understand and usually applause compared to the like, oh, we just not realize what was started today. You can be the lead face. Oh shit, James Gunn made this? I wonder why he was so pissed all the Shaggy discovery episodes. He really just take Shaggy saying, oh, you gotta do what with that guy, and then make it look like he's top box in this reaction. It's a good choice. Look at the folks with a proud title that was really dog under the bus with one-on-one time with a half block. It was very, very great, and if you need to show how filthy and so Shaggy she is, she often seriously. I mean, she's basically done so. Setting up a clash battle between man and best friend, or the intimidation athlete. If you only look up to what should be a important thing, it's $8. Instead, the whole dog thing doesn't turn into that much of a deal breaker. The real issue is that she's possessed. Well, tracking is flying the end of the world of monsters or stealing teenagers' bodies, and for some reason we're too on paranormal forces being socialized with out-of-date media.
We got beats like it was the business over. You know what I'm saying, G?
What? Scooby and Co. do manage to save the day. Shaggy proves he has the highest tolerance for Mary Jane, and you can't tell me that they weren't really proud of this one joke. But at the end of the movie, all 3 of them just hug it out. After which, and say it with me, Mary Jane is never seen again. Amen. Loved this movie as a kid, appreciate it now. Did not need to be here. She did a great job rounding out a shockingly goated cast. Moving on to one I really don't want to talk about. Velma had a sister. Oh, no, that's my sister. Anyone down bad for Shaggy. This is Madeline Dinkley, Velma's little sister. But really always had a thing for twig-like men and her crush on Shaggy. Well, before you judge, I do have to point out she's attending college to be a stage musician. I feel like that is far more deserving of side-eye. If Chrissy being a theater kid with 0 ideas what to do with her life, Maddie apparently was in a clown college before this, but then settled magic, with a mystery game showing up account of her mother being worried about an alleged curse. But given how frequently alleged turns into actual in this universe, fair. So while Fred is eye-baiting one of the teachers, Maddie drags Shaggy into the feathered monster of the week, where he proves being a runner isn't always a deal-breaker. And if you're wondering, Bella is just okay with her college-age sister chasing a dude probably at gym. early to mid-20s. We don't know how old, but I'm basing this purely off of vibes. Maddie here got hit by Kate's arrow a little harder than most, though in her case it might have caught her in the eye, as she's convinced the cowardly lion is actually her knight in shining armor. But the worst part being, yeah, he kind of is. Now this is the craziest part here. Rather than being a joke crush, we actually see Shaggy start to crush on Doe-Eyed Dinkling. Stepping up when she's kidnapped, the trio end up being the ones who save the day. And while the rest of the game just sat around preparing one of the longest expedition dumps in Scooby-Doo history. No need to dwell on all that, so we instead can linger on the fact that it's kind of implied Shaggy and Madeline are together in the end. They're like hugging after the show. And after everything that's happened, it's like, oh, like, this might be a thing. And it's like, they really pushed Shaggy to date Velma's younger sister. Is this another Doogie case where someone wants Shag with one of his co-stars, but we need the dyed version to somehow make it less weird? I don't hate this couple, they're not obnoxiously cute or the most worst thing I've ever seen. But she's just Velma in different clothes. I can't unsee it, and I can't believe no one in this friend group just mentions it. It's like, okay, whatever. She had one minor cameo after this, after which point she was really buried in a ditch. Which brings us to the girl that I know for a fact most of you didn't know existed.
Shaggy, it's me, Amelia.
Just to rip this band-aid off, a lot of people have said Be Cool Scooby-Doo looks like a Family Guy cutaway. And they're right. But it doesn't matter because the show is actually hilarious.
Abandon and forget it. Become a scapegoat. It's pretty straightforward.
I am willing to admit that I overlooked the show because of the art style. As yeah, that can be an actual deal breaker in some cases. But maybe if the show had leaned into the fact they had Goth Girl, maybe this show would have done better.
I can only imagine your parents' reaction on this. You're thrilled.
Bye, Mom. Bye, Dad.
This is Amelia, a childhood friend of Shaggy's who, after ghosting each other for 8 years, suddenly decide to reconnect. She invites him to a party, his friends tag along, and it turns out to be a cult. With trouble between eyeliner and leather, Shaggy gets insecure about being the same dude Amelia used to know, and does that normal guy thing of changing everything about himself. But personally, I don't actually have much to say about the American Goth. The girl just want to be accepted, and Shaggy beats up a toddler. I think I'm just going to chalk this up as a decent addition to the roster, and because of this, I actually watched Be Cool, and yeah, it's pretty good.
Loss and joy-to joys can really impact your daily life. Sometimes we need a solution at once. New Celebrate Relief is for short-term relief with and it's now available without prescription.
Velma from the Street said, oh, look at this Shaggy, ignoring the fact that she is clearly worse. I've already done a whole video talking about this relationship, how it was well written, you just have to accept that teens will be messy, and that's being done intentionally. But to summarize here, Velma is a lover of women, and she just hasn't realized it yet. And the majority of season 1 of the show is her failing to make Shaggy fit an ideal she doesn't actually want. Mystery Inc., season 1 is just good. And the love triangle between Shaggy and Velma and Scooby was frankly shady. Again, watch my other video for the play-by-play. But there is another girl in this show, but she just turns out to be a thief. So TLDR, this was a wannabe power couple, and while I think this type of story can only have happened in this show in this era, Velma is just canonically a member of the Alphabet Mafia now. This has been a long time coming. The fan was so strong it became canon, so when this was previously pitched, it was just a case of careless favors. If Fred and Daphne were going to be an item, the other two humans might as well date. Mr. Lee rolled with that idea, even though it's clearly more about Velma realizing some things about herself, and that was good. These two have never been great together, so of course Velma the show.
And if you're like suggesting a date.
A date? You wish.
Well, I don't hate Velma as much as some other people do, mainly because I didn't fish. Like that shit after season 1, moved on with my life. But to me, the worst crime this series commits is that it is unfunny more often than not. With the second worst crime being how it made Shaggy into a pathetic state. Never really means money. A guy sells something and then blackmails the girl the dating you for. Problematic, but Rose personality could be best described as I would die for a woman who wouldn't text me back. Orville, as he's called here, is just meant to be a beta male trapped in the friend zone, willing to give up everything for one of the most unlikable main characters we've had in a hot second. Young treats Orville like I treat my house plants, aka 48 months of glitter and affection followed by long periods of neglect. Now version is actually in love with her former bestie turned rival Daphne, which leaves Norville to feel even more cringe and pathetic. And this continuing after he starts dating Gigi, a character whose most notable
Where in the world did Paolo go? Don't tell me.
The early 2000s California changes in the early 2000s pop culture was all about slightly changing of old traditions, old-fashioned trends, old techniques of tuning aesthetic, and a certain dog who described as odd.
Everyone, I verified.
Things that come out in the early 2000s, or many cartoon fans love this series more than any other Scooby series, surprisingly. But the reason some people really do love watching Scooby-Doo is just the change of the characters and the different premises, but still staying true to what I like. But is it really as good as we'll remember? In 2002, what's in the Scooby-Doo?
Belle, this is the treatment zone at the...
It's still being viewed. It's the big thing. It was the first Scooby-Doo series that we so on the key gets in your head and the design. And plus, screen developing and continue. So, glad in our studio.
Stay sharp, everyone.
Weasel is having a big attack!
All things Let's get this Peter concept. My opinion's probably always going to change. This is just right now what I think of all 42 episodes of the Scooby-Doo. Some episodes, even confidence, we're just really good to watch the episodes, which is what I'm trying to get out there. They don't episode is much rewatchable of the franchise. That's what I'm telling you about when we talk about what's in Scooby-Doo. So, anyway, if you go to a YouTube page, the Shaggy won a contest to go its own roller coaster, like when it brings a monster next to the roller coasters, it doesn't really make them sing. There's consistency here that are the owners of the amusement park. And the whole episode wants you to think that it's the monster who's opening the collector exit. But it's actually super nice this version. And she is sacrificing
Let me handle this.
Spot for Halloween.
Who's right? That doctor's definitely up to something shady. Got him.
It's not that eligible rabbits can access digital health services through the board.
have to go like 24/7 online. Famous video. I don't know. I'm trying to make a video.
Ethereal, watch out!
What's that?
Why are these things everywhere? We're in a hurry!
I hope that we got all back tonight. I'm pretty prepared, ready. Are we
Down
going?
in no time!
I can't let you have all the fun, should you?
Except for recon. I got two friends in this. This is Dan from Barstool Sports, which is one of the most popular sports websites in Canada. I've had Dan do recon. Maybe it's like the other way. Maybe he says he wants to clap.
Legendary Pokemon on cover. That sounds like an epic movie. Let's watch it. I really didn't think it could happen. Pokemon moving so bad, it's left me speechless. First of all, that was bound to happen, but I just never expected something like this. It's be so bad. I feel I can't just forgive it. Nothing like this. Yeah, I know I want to get up can't put the all in one off. Order and we ran out of time, but I seriously have to warn
Don't
you.
tell me Paolo's
Yes,
already...
warn you about this movie. Stir your brain cells.
I saw
Then
him
once
over the
again,
war just now.
well into the
A
assembly that
biosignal
calls
has been
itself
detected nearby.
Pokemon. Flash of Ages.
Signal interference.
Start off by meeting our brand new legendary Pokemon, Hoopa. Hey, I wonder where it gets its name from. So much blame for our Pokemon. This big guy starts off as a charitable Pokemon, granting the people whatever they desire, only to suddenly turn into a ferocious monster, destroying everything in its sight, just because it wants to. In comes the one who can silence its function with a lamp. Alright, so ever since Pokemon Black and White, the Pokemon franchise has broadened its rivals by creating new environments released in New York, Paris, and now Hawaii. Here we have one of the Those ideas for a city, which is practically alive, and since we have a Middle Eastern city, we might as well get a genie who can talk about LGBT. I guess we've never had a friend like Luba. Shut up now. The next scene takes place 100 years later. I should know better, but I'm just gonna resist.
Go.
See a mysterious man flying in the desert looking for. Why are you looking for that, sir?
I think I see something.
It's right there.
Yeah, something's different here. He's already got it down so fast. Again.
Fly me.
Yep, right. Not surprised. Not even a little bit.
Have a taste of the gunplay jet unique technique!
Sir, all gone.
The more dated.
Look, there's someone up ahead. Are those the people Dr. Lore tricked into coming here?
Where he somehow never ages and somehow forgets what he already been. The series is fun. It feels like somehow made a movies, especially this one, it feels like he's been pushed in there for no other reason than to go open along. So, that's just me. I mean, look at this. How the hell are your into the middle of there. This is never explained at all. It's happened to be in the middle of the desert. Just I don't with oh, time to go harder for this group, I guess. It sounds like they want to travel to Valhalla City. Creativity at its finest, people. And they take a rest stop before they get to the city.
Those people just said Dr. Lore's on his way here.
Because they're having a good time. Yes.
Wonder if we'll get to see him. An opening. Hope so. When he shows up, I've got plenty of questions. I want to ask him why he lied to everyone.
Turns out this
Have you heard about ladies on Sunday? Yeah, I want you. Okay, okay, so I want you guys to finish the phone. I want you guys. I want one to and then I also want to fire what
Especially, Hoopla. That's a very funny name.
Should be more anti-corruption medicine around here. We need to find it fast.
What I have to do now, they have to defeat these.
This one looks like trouble.
Oh, cool, it has this health.
Just keep coming.
Like what?
Knock them down one by one.
You got your nice for the half.
There's people to see.
Triple. Allow me my turn in the line. Surrender now!
Oh yeah, the bomb.
Have a taste of the Yunhui Chef's unique technique!
Stuff keeps getting in my way. If we destroy the nearby miasma coagulum, we should be able to clear it out. There's a lot of miasma around here.
Wait a second. I had seen those strange things before. The rings. From the Sonic movie franchise. Well, because I watched the Sonic movie, all the Sonic movies, and then with Sonic Plus, including a car race called Sonic Race Across Worlds, had the same thing. Yeah, sorry, I really have that
Turns out this little guy is Koopa. Explain once we get to the exposition point. Koopa gets bored easily, so he wanted to pull some pranks on the game, only to accidentally drag Ash to the city. Our gods demand us, and from here we partake in.
Sorry, this is the, let's see. Sorry. Guess over. There we go. Pokemon. Let's see. Pokemon. It's like Digimon. Sorry. Now, for the legendary Pokemon. What his name is. Oh, okay. So see, it says here Ah, it's collect Sonic's ability. It's so much of Sonic's ability. This is supposed, yeah, Hooper is using Sonic's similar ability. Total. So if Robert from Mad America is hearing this right now, she's watching my channel. I'm sorry to say this, Robert from Anime America. I finally figured out about Hooper's ability. It's all about rings. Yeah. Because I know one period. What's his name? I know Sonic the Hedgehog very well. He uses the same ability too in his movies.
Should be just ahead.
Yeah, so I know that ability.
You know, Chris, that baby would go along with a genie themed gift magic she could do a magic carpet ride, but this more noise. And good job,
Careful,
team.
ethereals are closing in.
Team.
Oh, showing up when we're trying to get somewhere. One less pain in the neck.
Want this? No.
A lot of time.
Bad.
Everyone's still okay.
Bad. Everyone think about what you've done.
Why did Dr. Lord bring the patients here?
Eventually, to get right back on. Which one?
Yeah, you definitely feel that. We gotta save all those patients first. I wonder how those patients are doing.
Illness. Yeah.
Their condition's only going to get worse. We need to treat them right away.
We'll need to get tested if we want to get going.
If the animals are Pokemon, and there's even grassland.
Careful, disciples.
They feel bad
See
about
traces of ethereal.
next solution is sugar.
Another batch of anti-corruption medicine nearby.
Here, right back. Can someone please give Ash some friggin' clothes?
Production batch.
Thank you.
Unknown.
Long story, we're just analyzing this new Pokemon.
What is Dr. Lord trying to pull?
The situation's getting
weird,
and you
by
can
the
sense
minute.
it. The only problem is, you can't make it difference on hoops. Aw, poor little guy.
You really think he's working with the Exaltus and trying to hurt innocent people?
Seriously, guys, Team Rocket shouldn't be existing right now. Why are you still here?
Let's not
You
jump
only have one purpose in this movie.
Need to save them
And we'll
first.
address that later. Now, this is our always been playing for 19 years now. Hold on, here comes supplies. Same time. This is our treasure hunter from the floor, and here is from their parents.
Ethereal.
You look pretty weak, though. Crush him in a flash.
Give them a take. Breaking through.
Reality has illusion.
Now that giant Koopa is back, he begins to terrorize the area when he sees the prison wall. In an attempt to destroy his former prison, Koopa uses his powers to take a piece of a building and throw it at our heroes. Thunderbolt, let's go! Bullshit! Bullshit! How can Pikachu's lightning just blow up a building that could possibly inhabit innocent people in there? It's official. Pikachu has a body count. Mirai is able to use the bottle to shrink Koopa back to its small size, and Clement is able to use his convenient invention to hold onto the lamp, since touching the lamp could cause someone to be possessed again, like Barris. Now for the ultimate question. Why was he looking for the bottle that contained a deadly Pokemon in it? Well, it turns out these particular people were somehow blessed with the almighty power of Jesus' Pokemon, Arceus.
Oh, remember!
Well done, Cooper.
Hey, up! No. Alright, I can take my socks off. There we go. Yeah, I feel a bit better.
What's going on? Chester roars with the exalted? You lied to everyone. Medicine. It was never meant to cure Reality and illusion. Strength and finesse. Reality and illusion. Watch out.
Breaking through.
Strength and finesse.
Would you like some meat exclusive recipe made just for you? Hey! Steel attacks are hard to block.
Evil shall be purged. Down behind you!
Belle, is this too much for you?
Sure.
Spacing out again. Listen. Understand. The truth.
Was that an illusion? Junior Wise, are you okay? Shifu.
This media version of that, number 1, 2000 reasons. Other 12 legendary off the list. What do action look like now? Summon more legendaries, of course. With who but it's that easy. What is? Never quit. Where is it? Oh, shut up. Oh, well, actually,
Oh boy.
and water. Now, we hit the keep it on the area, carbon elements too. Well, you gotta be careful. In order to fight back with more power, evil will summon some even more legendary Pokemon.
Incident operators are super. That's the kind of most players just behind the chest of the lead. This actually a basic balance right there. Don't miss the treasures inside. Most players never notice there's a secret dungeon in place for waste. I can hit you this time with cascades of battle secret balls. Also, the rest of the week's lost plans to the great. Where you find a sealed door. Don't leave it. Just interact with the statue beside it to unlock. In the northern peaks, there's a secret dungeon vault tucked away to make a snag of the marionettes. When you finish quests at the Crystal Maze, don't just tell it you're right. That decorative cave nearby is totally explored. That wrecked ship? You can see through this hidden entrance. Never stop the world.
A
This was
Hey,
another
calls for
time
a
for this
spoonful of sweetness. Come in and try today.
Fight back. I'll just advertise and make evolution already. Then you can immediately break my visa. Why do you still lie us? For a reason. Let's do it.
So, find anything?
Okay, that's pretty cool. Now then, any cool woman that happens at the movies instantly killed by a profile. Read this as a private legend.
Belle, you're back.
We've encountered some difficulties.
Hmm.
But don't worry, Shaboom. With everyone's help, I'm sure we'll
I'll
find a
just
way to
add
deal with
shop
the
it.
Excel tests.
Grab a tornado around the building, of course. Nice. I know we're told all the questions about it, but wow. Evil Hoopa proves that he's too strong against a tornado, and just when it seems it's over for our heroes.
Alright, finally.
And Wise is trying to decrypt the flash drive they left behind. It might give us...
Good. Although I still haven't spent much time
Ferris
with you, I
silences
feel
Evil
I can
Hoopa
trust you
into
with
the
this.
bottle, only to have the bottle jump up
MIS,
into the air.
I think I saw
The
him
bottle
moving.
in time to end the fight in the
I've
Fury that
encountered my
lies within the
husband
bottle.
and those it had
The
corrupted
Fury
a
wants
long
Hoopa to
time ago.
disappear so that it can take over as the real Hoopa. But with the love that was given to Hoopa over the past century, Hoopa shared his memories with the Fury. But I show it
Oh, here we go.
waiting for the real Hoopa to come back and be its real self. Oh yes, damaging. I'm sure the citizens in the heart are just waiting with anticipation. Come on, stop it. Through his voice, the evil shadow that possessed Hoopa's true power is gone.
The evil power is gone.
This is bad. Their corruption's flaring.
Thank you, Ash. Who was the one to stay down? Sorry. Why does Ash have to be the center of attention all the time? The translation error here. Translation error. Lost in translation, people. Hey, it's saved. The legendary Pokemon are at peace again. Things couldn't be better for it. Oh yeah, because there's so many legendary Pokemon in the area, time and space is completely warped. Oh. With no other alternatives, Ash opens the prison ball to give Hoopa his true power in order to help everyone escape from the sudden time warp. And because I'm sure the citizens are willing to trust the very Pokemon that totally doesn't look like the other Pokemon that nearly killed them all. Well, at least he's got evacuation powers. Okay, coming from someone who works at a theme park and needs to know how to evacuate civilians in case of emergencies, this scene made me laugh. But his evacuation
Corruption is still worsening.
as pointless as this scene may be, it was
We need to stabilize
the movie for one good reason. To see if Hoopa can make it through his hoops. Oh no, he can't make it, and he's running out of time.
The time and space wind, it's stopped.
Thank you, Poke Jesus. I guess when they said it was all legendary, they meant it. So what is it? What is it that Koopa has to learn in order to break the seal and finally go through his hope? By remembering that he is family. Oh, I've heard worse. I realized what Grandpa really meant. Koopa is finally able to jump through the rain thanks to the power of friendship and Poke Jesus. There, this is made my glorious video. This movie is officially over. I hope. And that was Pokemon Flash of Ages. Really just happy to share my pain. I'm just in awe. They took an amazing setup with a genuinely creative idea for a movie and somehow ruined it. It was annoying, actually there to be the hero as always, and the entire movie felt like it was just one long commercial. Here comes Cosplay Pikachu. Here's a cute little Koopa you can buy. And here are all the legendaries for you to look at while we suddenly throw in some mega evolutions. Look, I know the past movies are better since they're mostly there to advertise the new and brand new Pokemon. YouTube, Lugia, Entei, etc. But at least the writers made something creative with those products. They brought us amazingly memorable stories that made us love the characters and the new Pokemon. Here, it was just non-stop annoyances, trying way too hard to advertise their products. And in the game, I'm not. All good things start out great, only to eventually downspiral from time to time. With every great idea, there's bound to be a bad one right after it. Will the newest movies be just as bad? Who knows? But at least we still have some good ones to turn to in case they are. When it comes to this movie, I'd say the setting is amazing and Giant Koopa is a pretty cool Pokemon. Everything else in the movie is just a complete mess that I, for one, do not recommend. I can't stop you from watching it, though. If you want to share my pain and see this for yourself, check out, with caution, Pokemon Flash of Ages. Want to support the production? Check out our brand new store on Store Envy.
Want the skills to land a job that actually interests you? Get stuck into a career, not start wondering. Start learning, but stay learning. Don't hold back, but don't put life on hold either. I don't know what I expected.
Soon after her father traumatizes her while he and her mother die horrifically, Mary grows up to join a secret organization controlled by the U.S. government to hunt down the supernatural, known as Dark Elm. A very foreshadowing name for a U.S. government organization.
Maybe.
And from here on out, she runs a team acting like one of the toughest bitches on the planet who can totally take Dante down whenever she wants to with ease. That's actually kind of good. Closer than you think. So independent all night. I will say, though, that there is some character growth for our lady here. Losing her entire team in an instant was brutal. Like each of her beloved teammates died horrific and painful deaths, leaving her with immense survivor's guilt, which is ultimately used against her when a strong demon makes Mary hallucinate a confrontation between her and their corpses. Oh, she's been traumatized. Goddamn. You did this.
You killed us.
No amount of therapy will ever make this moment okay.
It also doesn't help her mental fortitude when she is expected to carry out orders given to her by the vice president, only to have a change of heart when she meets other demons. Yeah, I'm going to touch on this point later. For this kind of story, she's a fine enough character, but it's the type of character we've seen done to death in modern media. And, as if I haven't made myself clear, she is honestly not the lady. Oh, did I forget to mention the dialogue? It's true, the dialogue. Just happen to be walking around with half the key to fucking hell in your neck?
I'm ready to.
Okay, hold on here. I just need to check something real quick. Okay, rolling. You know, I'm shocked.
I'm ready, Shift.
Nice to see this wasn't written by Vinci. Are you fucking serious? Another tire trend I've seen everywhere is mixing vulgar language into every other sentence. I'm gonna point out, made a couple badass as a kid.
I'm
But it's
in
becoming a trend when it comes to characters' entire persona. Writers really think throwing F-bombs here, there, and everywhere makes them edgy, but I honestly think it's just lazy writing. In order to get asked to have someone with a sharp tongue and wit for every interaction with their spaces, or even with an F-bomb.
Formless
Very creative of them.
Corruption is purged.
Continue in general direction. Your mother was a poster in your father's mouth. It wasn't funny. It's not about rudeness or being obvious. It's all about timing and execution. For example, men singing about how long works because the context of the movie. Making the kids leave the room to scream the F-word. Standing out of the very such an area. Words within context. Even if some of these words are overrated in both of our shows, it still works considering it's what we assume the residents of the speak like, which ultimately makes the residents of Haven giant hypocrites when they talk vulgarly. Which is basically part of the point of the show. Having Lady and her team spew the word endlessly to show how kick-ass they are is middle school level of mature writing. Speaking of which,
Those folks suffering from corruption are going to be okay too.
You choked. Yours for the taking, and you choked.
Shippo,
You were ready, and you
maybe we should
choked.
get you to a
as much
doctor.
fun as I've had here and there, and was honestly intrigued with the overall story, the writing in this adaptation really made me question everything.
Shippo,
Remember
you'll
what I
be
said about
corrupted.
episode 6 and its beautiful storytelling with hardly any dialogue?
The stronger the
Listen,
smell,
this series
the
could
greater the
deliver
cost.
something that incredible, but
After
still
all, saving
horrible
lives.
exposition
In a trivial
alike.
manner. When the miasma hit me earlier, the hollow expanded and the city fell. By the time I made it into the hollow, one by one, we sat in the depths of the hollow. I found our... She was... my elders...
The former high...
Yes, she gave everything she had for that mission.
Oh, so Virgil's alive. Okay, like anyone who's played the games or seen the story summaries like I have, knows that Virgil is alive and well. But for anyone who hasn't seen anything related to the Devil May Cry franchise can figure out before the big reveal that Virgil is in fact alive. Why did we need that demon to explain how he could copy anyone who's alive? Like, why? What was the point of that? Why do we need to know that minute detail? NBA from FMA and Mystique from X-Men can transform into whoever they want because that's their power. No other explanation needed at all. Keep it simple. That's all you have to do. But because of this doofus and the White Rabbit dropping the very least subtle hints imaginable, it's completely obvious that Virgil is alive. That reveal at the end amounts to nothing when your writing is that obvious. And the exposition really doesn't stop there. Like, everything just has to be explained because modern media has to treat the audience like they're still in grade school.
So, back in the day, before the papers were better, okay? And Jimmy, pay attention.
As far as I know, Hellboy, who might be working up to vaporizing the site. He was a demon knight, whatever that is. We can't just show an episode who Sparta is, so we gotta explain the lore to you all. Wait, how do we know the lore though? Useful.
They're just a prototype Goldstein whipped up in the lab, not approved for field use yet.
We have to explain how all of our gadgets work, so you can understand how they work when we pull off these awesome quick thinking moments like this one. Even though I could have just shown you how they work, but you're probably too stupid to understand.
The air itself is poison.
We found
Children rarely survive their first year. Accept that fate.
Despite us showing the awful living conditions of the living world, we have to explain that most humans just want to be free and live their lives in peace. I wonder why we have to overly explain this stuff. It pains me to say this though, as we know the writers can do show, don't tell, not only with episode 6, but also by showing why the White Rabbit has an artificial heart. So, why do we need to keep going back and forth with the writing? Can you do show, don't tell, or can't you? Why, just why, does all this exposition have to happen throughout the show? Why? Because the story is about something else, isn't it?
The word of the Lord has been proven beyond dispute. Hell is real.
We risked everything to hide you. Now you turn your gun on us? On our kids?
You're not here to attack anyone.
Why would you bring demons back to headquarters alive?
Because they're refugees, sir.
And the idea of refugees from hell did not immediately strike this country. Liquidate the demon at me.
nearby. We gotta find him.
It wasn't just about her either. It was about eviscerating Darkhold.
Yes, you could have one more specific combination to your own with your testing. 2 years, 3 powers to
I was going to start being right here to call the Indian things on the Indian place Green Day. I believe he is on a mission from God to destroy all demons. Manipulating the masses to believe all America has been blessed by God to strike the demons for all. And to take the device and send every single type of military weapon and army he could to blow the living daylights out of the demon world. That wasn't enough. He also was his an associate to set up some sort of a rival facility while locking up the remaining demons in prison. Also, the White Rabbit contributes to the narrative by being a damaged voice for the outcasts, standing up for innocent demons trapped in a dangerous world. He plans to break the barriers dividing both worlds so they can all live as one. Even if the demon world is full of toxic air and carnivorous monsters, it doesn't matter. It would at least level out the playing field for both demons and humans. So basically, when you take a step back, this is an unmistakable commentary using the May universe as a social analogy depicting the illness government's treatment of modern day migration.
Unexpected.
At the end of the day, Aviation Card hosts the Devil May Cry series, and we have to make a statement. Innocent demons lead the world for safety, and U.S. leaders will be politically outright characteristics and making comments more like this guy. Clear, comparing, and so on.
Would you like some meat, Senior Poo-Poo?
YouTube isn't my only job. I also made a regular job outside of here for the home station I did for people who were living in my house. Good lady, I say, I work all time, outdoors, and facing all sorts of weather conditions, including the unforgiving Australian summers. Yeah, I'm going to go up and I'm very sleep and go here. So that's all. I'll do what I can to keep up with current events and listen to all sorts of opinions and hold the form of weeks. For our time, that I just rest from home, I will see video games, watch anime, and spend time with friends. Okay, if I want to watch a politically driven story, and many authors have been given this age of a political and story. These stories can be done extremely well to make you think differently if it's done with subtlety. Bam, 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 Bambi is done beautifully well. Giving us a shocking scene of Bambi's mother, only to transition to school. They showing us how it turns on with everything. It isn't always fair. That's right. You can hear the story to something like Avatar. Yeah, all they got was big purpose and little cat aliens could because they're not greedy like evil greedy purples with their mean old guns. And also it's a rip-off of Disney's Pocahontas, which is also not very subtle at all. Devil May Cry is supposed to be a fun time starring Dante, protecting the human world from demons wanting to take over the world. There is subtle commentary about man's greed when Lady's father desires unlimited power at the cost of his family, and Virgil's quest to become stronger, causing more harm than good, but those are universal morals everyone can get behind. Netflix's Devil May Cry was Adi Shankar adapting a franchise he loves wholeheartedly, but couldn't help himself to put in his own commentary on how he feels about the American government. Think of it what you will, and I, for one, am not here to make any political statements, and so that's not why you watch me. I just talk about and review and give you guys my commentary. That's it. That's all I'm here for. I'm not here to be political. I'm only bringing it up here since the story makes this element the main focus of the entire show. And it felt misleading. This isn't a show about a badass half-demon shooting at monsters and spouting one-liners. This show has a sprinkle of that, but it's all about the White Rabbit versus the U.S. government. Overall, I tried. There were a few things I liked, but that ending just made everything loud and clear about what the message was. In my opinion, if you want to make a political story commentating on your thoughts about a certain political group or subject, just make something yourself. Be original. Be creative. It's your story. Go for it. There have been plenty of shows and movies that have done that before, and with great success. And there's even plenty of anime that has social commentary undertones to their stories that can still come off as understandable and relatable. The best one, in my opinion, being Cowboy Bebop. If it's your story, you can put whatever you want into it. But to me, taking another person's story just to make it your own while slipping in megaphone levels of political commentary, that's where you lose it. I came here to watch Devil May Cry. I came here to watch Dante being awesome. That's all I wanted. Nothing more. This to me just wasn't the...
If I lead the summit into the hollow recklessly, we will be caught up in a fierce battle. Some disciples may even lose their... Yunque's summit will not make the same mistake. We will not pay that same devastating price again.
Shifu, are you saying we're...
Isha and Shifu, please, you have to help them.
Don't abandon us!
No, you misunderstand me. I won't repeat the mistakes. If the situation takes a turn for the worse, all disciples are to evacuate. Ishwan, I will do everything to eradicate the Exaltus and restore peace to White Peninsula. On the night of the old capital's fall 11 years ago, Yunque's summit answered the call and left the mountain to save lives. We did it then, and tonight, we shall do it again.
And you did too. So why are you still here?
Want to break into cybersecurity but don't have experience? The Google Cybersecurity Certificate uses real-world scenarios to teach you technical skills. You'll be able to...
It's morphin' time!
I'm course, your course, we're all course. Don't you get it?
Whoa, you sound nervous. Is it the accent? Why so British?
Say, fellow, did somebody mention the door to the darkness? Fellow, did somebody mention the door to the darkness?
Belle, I'm at the site, and I told everyone about the situation. I managed to get some of them to leave, but there's still a few stubborn ones who can't think of a way to win their trust. Belle, There's a lot of
Only
Mayas
must
to
for
collect.
being a fool.
You think you can handle
Something's
this?
going on up ahead.
We're on a mission for God.
Eric, did you just say the F word?
Serious! Watch out!
It's going to fucking fail. Hey, this ain't fucking getting Stanley. Hit me.
What's wrong with the boy? I'll get it. Listen.
What
We'll be full of yours out.
He learned from the best!
Allow me, meanwhile. Let's make this quick.
I'll take charge.
Yin and
That
yang.
sounds nice. So let's debate amicably in the comments down below. What did you think of Netflix continuation? You answer down below. And let's have some decorum here, shall we? Special thanks to my Patreon supporters for staying with me and supporting this channel for so long. I actually get comments from fans wondering where I've been all these years, but I'm here. Still here. The algorithm just loves to hide me, but I'm here. And at the very least, I can say thank you for coming back, thank you for being here, and of course, thank you for watching. More awesome videos will be on the way, so stay tuned to Anime America.
Good. We cleared out a lot of my asthma. Wise, how are things on your end? Did you find anything unusual?
Nothing so far. I haven't seen any
Should be all good now. The person just now said there's something dangerous around here. I kinda wanna see it for myself. Is this the danger they were talking about?
Oh, careful.
It's coming our way. Yeah, this one is kind of tricky.
Wait a sec. Why are there more and more of them? See her. She's drawing them in.
It's only a time on it. Stop, go. Worried about your gas bill driving and winter house making nostalgia? That was me too. My old gastric gas system was the most money. The older it got, the more gas. The Rock was once considered one of the most beloved figures in the world of professional wrestling, and with its focus debut in the late 1990s, and his rise as one of the most charismatic and electrifying performers in WWE history. Sales rallied behind him as a symbol of entertainment, athleticism, and art. Now, the dramatic shift was occurred when he began to work stand his name with
Setting up some kind of
turned
ritual.
against him with a
It's over
sense of
there.
bitterness and resentment.
Watch out
The
for the
reasons for this transformation are numerous, but they are bound by a common thread. The perception that The Rock, or Dwayne Johnson, no longer cares about the fans, the business that made him, or anything beyond his personal gain and corporate interests. At the center of this resentment lies not just his sporadic appearances on Hollywood stardom, but his deepening entanglement with TKO Group Holdings and the recent controversies that have fueled the belief that he has become detached from wrestling soul. A critical turning point in this growing disdain was the Rock's appointment to the TKO Board of Directors. Initially announced with fanfare, the move was interpreted as a symbolic return to the world of wrestling at the corporate level. However, what should have been a cause for celebration quickly morphed into a symbol of everything fans believe is wrong with the modern wrestling industry. By joining the board, the Rock aligned himself with the business side of wrestling, one that prioritizes profit over storytelling, mergers over talent development, and shareholder value over fan satisfaction. Many fans view this as a betrayal, because wrestlers shouldn't have to stay in business. But because The Rock's involvement seemed entirely self-serving, he hasn't used his influence to improve the product, it was selling talent and push for innovation. Instead, his position appears to be nothing more than helping heavy titles to replace his own style in public transformation. His professional self-esteem is amplified by his dramatic, calculated return to WWE television. When The Rock does show up, World Order refuses to face it, meaningfully to long-term talent, with appearances that often designed to make headlines, strike ratings temporarily, but people see it as competition. Hall of Fame in no set. Most recently, Andrew noted that his involvement in the build-up to WrestleMania 40 and his insertion into the Bloodline storyline felt forced, disruptive, disrespectful to the organic momentum that had been built over several years. Cody Rhodes has spent years climbing the ladder, earning the leg and respect of fans through grit and storytelling. Yet, The Rock turns to fans, positioning himself as the main event attraction, effectively pushing aside a story that fans were deeply invested in. It didn't come off as a veteran landing assignment. It came off as a power move by a man who still thinks the spotlight should reside around him, regardless of context. Was it just about narrative disruption? It was a reflection of a growing fatigue with The Rock's pattern of engagement. Drop in, make it about himself, and leave. It's a formula that fans have seen far too many times. While nostalgia can be powerful, it's only self-diminishing. Wrestling is at its best when it evolves, when it elevates new stars and tells fresh stories. The Rock's insistence on being at the center of attention, even when it's not necessary, undermines this progression. His constant need to dominate the screen, even in fleeting appearances, sucks the oxygen out of the room and leaves little space for others to breathe. Adding salt to the wound is his growing detachment from the fans themselves. The Rock's social media presence, once filled with uplifting messages and throwbacks to his wrestling days, now reads like a never-ending fever campaign. It's all about brands, tequila, energy drinks, movie releases.
Is everything okay on you?
We've already cleared out the surrounding miasma coagula. But the clues we've
Mastered. And after
Somewhere around here. Seems to have dissipated.
Be careful, you guys. There's a lot of miasma coagula here. It looks kinda gross. I definitely don't want to touch it. We gotta rescue the rest of them and stop the exaltants.
Let's do this.
Yeah, it's time to teach them a lesson. Let's find that base first. Based on what Manchi said, it should be around here somewhere. Does it look like any of... What's happening here? So many superior ethereals are guarding this place. Everyone, stay I think we can go that way. Huh? Everyone watch out!
I watch your swift yet clear, clear yet murky. What a new cycle of yin and yang.
Something weird over there. These experiment logs for the medicine? What in the world are the exaltists up to? What is this? A report on turning live animals into miasma? Wait, those refugees from earlier, were they all test subjects? So they're holding this ritual to turn all of those people into miasma?
Belle, I got your video message. It's just as we thought. The exaltants hid a large amount of miasma at the gathering site. I'm showing everyone the video now. It's time to show them the truth behind this gathering. Once they see it for themselves, they'll be willing to leave the Hollow. sure of him.
Great. I'll leave the evacuation to you. We'll stay nearby to keep an eye on things and make sure everyone's safe. Cool. Once we get everyone out of there, we can go all in and give those exaltist creeps what they deserve.
That's great now. You're finally willing to evacuate. I'll guide them out of the hole. Leaving the rest to you.
There was a key card in that lab report folder. Maybe it can get the elevator working. I hear something. Or am I just imagining it?
The Exaltist's basement. Feels like something spooky might pop out.
Don't put that evil on me, Junior! What? Something like that. Imperial looks kinda off!
Allow me, please.
This kind of thing was...
So, Diamond!
The monster created by those exaltist freaks!
Careful, Senior. This one looks pretty tough.
Wait!
Whoa! Jeez, the resistance is tough!
Have a taste of the Good Way Jeff's unique technique!
Here comes the pain, dude! Haha! Now, here will prison for you. Adjustment!
I know I took care of that one.
Guys, checkmate.
Barry, can you shut down this lab?
Master, we need to shut down this facility.
Okay, let me see where the circuit is. All right, the power's been cut. Looks like this might be an Exaltist base. There could be something useful in here. Really? This place gives me the creeps. Feels like monsters could jump out at any second.
Don't worry, Fufu. As long as we stay together, the monsters won't get the chance to pick us off one at a time like in those scary movies.
Don't say stuff like that! You're making it worse. Let's hurry up, investigate what we need to, and get out of this place. Huh? This device looks kind of... Huh? The miasma around us vanished. Anyway, what's this weird thing for?
This thing has miasma residue in it. Maybe it's related to the abnormal miasma in this area.
You're right. Maybe the Exaltists are using this to control the miasma. But this is not the time to analyze it. Let's defeat the rest of the Exaltists first. We can get the mayor's help to study this thing when we get back. People have the Exaltists fooled! Gotta stop that ritual before they hurt anyone else! Obliterate form and spirit. Got him. That's the last of them. Everyone holding up okay?
What the heck is that? Oh.
Go to Monday.com and start your free trial today.
Alright, let's do this.
The creator's will. It's no more than a petty excuse for you to deceive the world. Watch out! He's changing her attack pattern!
I'll take
Heard corruption restored. Obliterate form and spirit. Swift and still, clear yet murky. Why is she getting tougher? Your dream, take me! Tell your creator to watch carefully. The Exalted's machinations end here. That cycle of yin and yang.
Let's do this.
My ass got around us is thinning out. Kill. Let's finish her off while we got the chance.
Be quiet! Don't speak with her voice!
Your talent will become a weapon that can protect everyone. You'll go further than all of us.
You're nothing but an illusion!
Stranger,
Is this a dream?
please tell my sister.
Or a memory?
Her big sister isn't selfless, nor great. If I don't put an end to this disaster tonight, my Yishan will be shattered along with Eridu.
Isha.
What I'm doing isn't to save the world. It's just to save her. My Yishan.
Now that you've been the amazing
Live on. This is our promise.
Sis, I never thought I'd understand you like this and walk the same path. I'm the 13th generation High Preceptor of Yunquei Summit, Yishui. I shall wipe out all evil. It's time to end this! Reality and illusion.
Dishonor Yunquei Summit! The time is right! Crank up the heat!
Cycles yin and yang. As decreed. Evil shall be purged.
Over these 20 years of Pokemon, the franchise has expanded and created 720 plus Pokemon, which will only grow to who knows how many when Sun and Moon are released. I have to say, I am impressed with a lot of these Pokemon designs and how downright creative they really are. It makes me wonder how they are able to create so many more creatures. But I will say, there are some designs that make me wonder if the designers just ran out of time on them or just didn't care. Why will one of these Pokemon look like something I've never seen before? Some of these Pokemon look like everyday objects with eyes, or something even lazier than that. Oh, come on, even I can do that. Okay, here we go. It's Cherry. I choose the Cherry. Oh, Cherry. There's Squirrels. I choose Squirrels. Here. Look over there. He's trying. You get it. Here's one. You just want to fish the Pokemon. Is that so hard to ask? And this is Lonnie, the wolf Pokemon. He's a camouflage. He's there. Trust me. You don't see him. Just don't believe. Who's that Pokemon?
Belle,
It's
we tried to keep things light with that photo. What if none of it was real and you were attacked? They created the miasma and hosted a ritual. But why? What are the Exaltists really after?
while questioning the effort that went into
Shouldn't jump to
designs for these Pokemon. So, don't take this the wrong way. Here we go.
The ritual was interrupted.
Pokemon design.
We've also heard that
Play Sarah. So she's behind all this.
How
She
many
was the
times
one
have I
who
told
attacked.
you? What you see with your own eyes isn't necessarily the truth. All you need to do is remain faithful. That's it. My lord, is everything on schedule?
That memory, I already have it.
Oh no.
The plan can proceed.
Oh, that can't be good. Oh. So she's new. So she could be one of the new agents. We don't know her name, but she'll be playable. Yep. Man, that was a tough boss battle. That was.
No matter how many Pokemon you make, everyone will always recognize this cute little guy. Pikachu! What's not to love?
Coming soon. Yep.
It's an irresistible design that appeals to
Oh, good. I finally got a trophy. Nice.
recreate the market mouse. Make cheap clones of him, of course. The Pikachu clones. I'm going to not include Raichu, since he was always supposed to be Pikachu's evolution since first gen. But they tried to spread the Pikachu'ness around with Pichu, Plusle, Linen, Pachirisu, Emolga, and Dedenne. Some say Meryl should be a part of the family since it does look like Pikachu a bit, but these mice literally have Pikachu's face. Each of them cute and some detailed, but you can't ignore the fact that they were made to be just as marketable, I mean cute, as Pikachu. In our eyes, that's pretty cheap. Number 9. Well, peanut butter games are pointed this out, and you have to admit, he's right. Put a horn on a seal, and what do you get? Seal! No, not that seal. Here's seal! Spelled with 2 E's. That's what I thought Pickin's name was, lazy. This design proves the team wasn't even trying. You have a unicorn seal spelled wrong. Genius! Number 8. Sunflora. A sunflower with a smiley face. Looks cute enough, but really? There were plenty of creative looking plant type Pokemon, but for this one, they did what every kindergartner does in their classes. Got a little flower, put a smiley face on it, and there you go. Pokemon. Who knows? Maybe I wouldn't be so hard on the little guy if he could protect my lawn from zombies. What's that? Well, seriously, who's that Pokemon? What? It's the shape of a heart, yes, but it is a Pokemon. Give up? And loved it! They literally took the shape of a heart and turned it into a fish. I literally have nothing else to say. There have been so many creative fish Pokemon. Even Magikarp was better than this fish. It's cute and all. Could they really not think of anything else? Or six. Vanilla Lights. I knew Pokemon was getting kinda ridiculous when I saw this one. An ice cream cone with a face. Wow, that's too much. All I can say here is, if you're ever needing an excuse to give up ice cream, just tell yourself you're eating Vanilla Lights family. You're welcome. Vanilla Light, news headlights. These Pokemon are so lazy and design, they can make their own list from A to Z. No, literally, they could. The unknown. Someone in Japan thought it'd be brilliant to make a flock of mysterious Pokemon resembling the English alphabet, which to the Japanese audience, it's all fine and dandy. But to the American audience, you're wondering why the outfit suited. But hey, at least you can have some fun with them. I'll never have age. Number 4. Someone at the Pokemon office must have dropped their keys and thought, got it. What a key. They literally took a set of keys and made it into a Pokemon. A set of keys, people. I know you need to get the kids' attention like you're jingling a set of keys in their face, but this is ridiculous. Number 3. Rubbish. What? Rubbish. Oh, I'm actually sadly impressed. Rubbish is a poison type Pokemon that literally looks like a bag of garbage. Apparently, these creatures spawn from a mixture of domestic and industrial waste that influence the chemistry of some sort. I know I should be disappointed that they made a garbage bag Pokemon, but if this is the ultimate result of human waste cut off, I can't think.
Both.
Alright, I know I'll get some flack for this, but just hear me out. And Pokemon is warm.
Oh yeah, I remember Ditto.
It's true. His technique to look like other Pokemon with jerky eyes is awesome. And the design department, is just neat playing with this can be said for Muggie's grammar, but at least there was some attention put towards their eyes. Unlike Ditto. Before we move forward, let's talk about some honorable mentions. This week, Lamp and Chandelier. So set this as candle, a lamp, and a chandelier. How convenient. Who you guess? A mushroom with a Pokeball aimed on top. Sure, why not? Hey, Ronald, did Elsa make this little guy? No? Okay, a snowflake Pokemon. Beetle. Beaver. Beaver with a fluffy name. Anybody else want to see a bonsai tree? And Ursa. He's just a teddy bear. And I want him. So you hold up. This is some of the better tomorrow night with the other probably I always liked them. They used to go walking around. Just take the last 2 letters from pine cone and there you go. It's a freaking pine cone, people. That's all. They were too lazy to make a spot intro. Not sure about the part of business. Whale lore. A floating whale sounds awesome. It just looks like it's a photo. Tennessee, and Sear, and Panford. Copy and paste much? Bear tip. It's a boat full of bear got his chin stuck on an iceberg. Bone age. Words are pretty cool and all, but they really be Pokemon. And finally, fledgling. All the birds in the Pokemon kingdom, fledgling just looks like a table of It is the third Pokemon. Yeah. And there you go. Voltorb. Nice. There. Happy. Exactly. Voltorb. Face and even lazier. Yeah, he's rather lazy. I don't really get those that. It's good ever people talking about CO being lazy. I was going to rest over the mountain and thought was lazy. Impressive. Look back and see only 32 out of 722 look lazy. Still 693 Pokemon. That's a remarkable feat if you ask me. There is one other thing I like to address related to this list under another top 10. What does it involve? Evolutions. Be sure to stick around for that video. Stay tuned and remember.
Don't mess up.
Gunfire reflects in the warrior's shining blades and their determined eyes. I believe I have chosen. Stage start.
told you that the first one was good state and hiking. Support your joint mobility with Baby Joint. Baby Joint is powered by Open Tower, so not exclusive.
Grace, is this also part of your plan? Whoa, what a pretty little child! I've never seen it before, though. Watch out, Proxy! Careful, Proxy! It's switching up its moves! Dodge them! No one told me test driving a mech would be like this.
That's alright. If you think you can disown the curse, do you?
But how can you be jealous of your own child because your husband spent time with her? Right, but Red and her husband made love, and their love created a child. He loved her child, she hated him. And she was jealous, and she was the come to herself. She told her to manipulate Akiko whenever she can. Of course, Akiko deliberately gave her possession of her child, and her by telling her she'll be all alone, no one to love her forever, and will even threaten her child with a knife to think she was. She tortured her child non-stop, and it was all because she was obsessed over her love for her husband. Number 7. Carlos carried on the deep companion for no deal. And I hardly to explain this, but I don't know how to explain this down. He ended up believing that his father was responsible for his mother, and realizing his sister, looking down the subconscious vengeance of the alcoholic companion. Once Lucia was able to possess Eos, the rest was history. And just when Lucia thought he had control of the situation, Charles If not, Medusa would toss them aside and wouldn't even care who they said. You really don't know Curly's gender. What if you listen to the person? Really cares. Because in the end, Medusa is one heartless mother. Number 5. Somehow, I keep having to talk about this unworthy father. Oh, you. Great. You didn't allow me to repeat myself, you sick son of a bitch! Shao Tucker used his triumph with his dog in order to keep his credibility. This sick, twisted, and selfish monster chose to make his own wife and child suffer just to further his career in financial gain. So, he should be fired from the Instead of guns, we can possibly forever to every soccer absolutely success. Soccer hormones in every time. Playing it was another immaterial, but sexually assaulting your own child? What the hell? I'm being pitiable. And anyone to rule the world. Even their own children.
Where'd the girl see us? Woohoo!
Cordelia.
Oops. Yeah, too soon, Robin.
Endo Ikari, Neon Genesis, Hidden Heaven. There is no doubt this man loves his wife, the rule of the world, and everyone else. Endo was madly in love with his wife, Yu. This can never be said the same of his son, Shinji. It's hard to even tell if even gave a damn about his kid when he was even born. But once Yu was killed in an accident, Endo doesn't think twice about abandoning his son. He continues his research and goals to use Avidas to defeat the angels, but also tries to bring his dead wife back in the process. Years roll by, and now he makes his
Where are we?
This is the number one worst sense of parents in anime. Oh, this was hard to choose, and they were a lot of very high parents. In the end, the need to highlight is what level of thinking. Because they were a very wrong.
Public security officer,
This actually really take life blood. Should Ayasaki and his wife have created the combat conflict? Now you're probably asking me, what could be worse than torture, abandonment, neglect, and rape? Well, I was born in one of living circumstances. In order to survive and help pay the bills, he works in many different jobs and even has to lie about his age in order to get by. You know what's wrong? The founder of all Bog is glad it was fucking for stupid winners. Well, Bog for me, that didn't happen. Just so you know about it. The early days of anime were a simple thing. A time where we could take our time editing our videos. A time where copyright was worry about. A time where we could say whatever without easily offending anyone. Robin, I'm right here. Hey, Cameron came in. Hopefully something very interesting.